Not that getting Botox or getting any of these things are going to fix what's going on the inside. That comes first. But that's going to maybe give you a little bit of that like flicker of like sparkle and say, you know what? When I look in the mirror now, I feel more confident. So guess what? Now I'm going to go start doing the inner work and start to heal from the inside, because that's really what it's all about.
Hello, beautiful. Welcome to Aesthetic Influencers, where we explore the world of medical aesthetics and the relationship between inner and outer beauty. We're on a mission to empower 1 million women a day to level up their look and their life through the Bianca lifestyle of beauty, intelligent decision-making, attractiveness, and noble character attributes. I'm your host, Marco Emilio Valle, and you're gonna love today's show. Amy, you yourself got into this community because you were a patient and you experienced how just getting a little bit of Botox really helps you emotionally at a difficult time in your life. And you, in turn, are empowering other providers who want to get into this community to be able to provide that same level of care and benefit to their patients as well. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. I think that, there's many different facets to this whole story. Like, people will say, oh, it's superficial, it doesn't matter, it's something that, it's ego. It's really not. You can't judge, maybe one person's persona based on a whole network and a community of people in general. I mean, who doesn't want to feel really good? Who doesn't want to look good? It does translate back and forth. So if something is going on the inside, not that getting Botox or getting any of these things are going to fix what's going on the inside. That comes first. But that's going to maybe give you a little bit of that like flicker of like sparkle and say, you know what? When I look in the mirror now, I feel more confident. So guess what? Now I'm going to go start doing the inner work and start to heal from the inside, because that's really what it's all about. I see some of the most beautiful people, and they, if they have body dysmorphia, I could tell them 100 million times, you're beautiful, this and that. But like, if they don't see that and they don't feel that, then it doesn't matter what's going on the outside. You can't fix somebody holistically by just fixing one without like kind of having the other one complement it. So that whole inner beauty concept is like, they've done the inner work, or they're on this journey to like really self-discovery and being authentic and figuring out maybe some of these obstacles that life has like kind of thrown them. And then you're able to identify and understand them and customize a treatment plan that you think is going to like help support what they're trying to kind of like heal, whatever that is. On the outside, that reflection back at you, I think it does have a massive impact. Everything's within boundaries. And the way I practice, I don't want to have a one and done and then go on to the next place. I spend a lot of time in my consultations on purpose, because this is an interview process. Because as much as they're interviewing me, I'm also interviewing them to make sure that this is a right fit. Because the more selective you get with people you're going to treat, you realize that certain people might not have the realistic expectations, or their life might be falling apart, and they think that by me giving them a treatment is going to fix it all. Like, that's not realistic expectations as far as I'm concerned. It has to be this mutual kind of understanding and kind of identifying these goals. Me going into a lot of education, explaining all the options with no pressure, getting a proper aesthetic plan afterwards that's, they're emailed with a follow-up phone call to answer any questions they want. And it's not sales, it's just that high touch, paying attention to people. I think that a lot of times in our industry, it is very much like a therapy session, mutually. Like it's very like, but I'm in that room, and as many things that we have going on, that I can actually say like confidently is probably one of the only times I don't have to consciously think to be present in the moment, because I'm in that room And there could be fire alarms going off. There could be whatever just happened 10 minutes before I walk into that room, and I'm there. I'm dialed in. And there's nothing can rock me. And I think that that's like that energy exchange that people probably feel when the room, that I'm paying attention to them. I'm listening to them. Even if it's just an open ear and an open heart to hear them and hear what's going on, listening to them, listening to their concerns, because they might not have that support at home. You can't assume one way or the other. And that's my commitment to my patients, is that when they come to see me, they have all me.
Amy, it sounds to me, and I want to recognize that what you do requires very serious medical experience and expertise, and you are a licensed medical professional. Having said that, is it fair to say that a lot of what I hear you saying is someone who's watching this, who maybe is sitting on the fence about whether an aesthetic treatment or cosmetic procedure might be right for them, that there might be some really good analogies to the role of an excellent fitness coach. I think about a fitness coach in particular who's taking this very individualized, customized approach to really understand their clients' needs, what the realistic goals and outcomes are, and that likewise, the results that they can achieve with their client can have this emotional impact where sometimes the way I look is going to impact the way I feel and impact how I interface with others and how they interface with me. Again, back to the hairstylist analogy, you get a new style, you feel like $1 million, you hold yourself up a little bit differently, and that can actually have a positive impact on yourself. And again, there's this, as you've addressed this earlier, there's a balance that you want to have in terms of, now let me also do that inner work as well, so I'm not just chasing the new style, the new treatment, and actually maybe making my emotional challenges even worse.
Absolutely. And it's more or less like, trusting the process with it. And, getting to know your patient is also going to help you select what the best treatment options are, depending on, what they want to achieve realistically. So that's another thing, having a plan with them that's like just a blueprint that can deviate and kind of give options. I always give we might go this direction, but here are all the things I think from what I'm hearing you want to, accomplish with this, aesthetic journey. If it's somebody that's new, even an ongoing patient, and, really listening to them and listening to patients and hearing what their concerns are, and then educating them onto what these products actually do. What are biostimulators compared to dermal fillers? What's the difference between Botox, Dysport? People can easily assume that they know everything when they sit down in the chair, and then you start educating and explaining to them the whole different treatment options. It kind of makes it less intimidating. And then they have all the resources, they have all the ongoing, open line of communication. And then we kind of do very much a collaborative decision as to what route we're gonna go. And then I'm like, leave it to us to kind of guide you along this journey so you don't have to think. I love to lead, I love to make decisions, but I also like to be told what I need to do.
You want that peace of mind of being able to trust a trustworthy expert. It has a customized, personalized approach to you. They're not just simply treating you like you're in some mill and they're giving you cookie cutter solutions. Now, I know at GloDerma you offer injectables, energy-based devices, skincare. What is your typical approach to how do you see the three of those things integrating in terms of your patient care?
So I'm really all about the multimodality approach. What injectables can do are not necessarily going to give you quality skin in most cases. What lasers, energy, based device, RF microneedling, we do a lot of that. That's not necessarily going to give you what injectables are going to do. Health and wellness, we do a lot with wellness. We do micronutrient testing, we do IV hydration therapy. Again, holistic approach. If you're not treating the inside right, well then, that's going to have an impact on the outside. So even taking that 45 minutes to an hour to just sit, recenter themselves, get these amazing nutrients in their body, that's going to also help with their skin and their energy levels and their immunity, athletic performance, all these things, along with skincare. So I like to kind of figure out how to weave in all the different aspects of GloDerma. And of course, let's not leave out the education piece of it, because again, it's all about explanation, understanding, and you don't know what you don't know. And sometimes people don't know what to ask. So kind of like encouraging that open line of communication. And also, even though I don't do surgery, I'm also the first to refer to surgery if it's something that is absolutely, I don't think they're going to get what in their minds they think they should. I say, go and have a couple of surgical consults. Get all the information that they're going to, because their specialty is this. So talk to them, and then let's decide kind of all together what we're going to do. And then it's very collaborative.
I'm sure that's so important to your patients to hear, and prospective aesthetic patients as well, to know that you're not someone who just simply has a hammer and so therefore everything looks like a nail, and that's all that you're going to provide them, and that's all that you know how to do. So
Right.
knowing that, right, they're going to get a holistic approach with you, that you're already thinking along those lines on their behalf, and that you can provide a team alongside them that complements the services you offer there, I'm sure is really valuable. So tell us about what cosmetic procedures and treatments have you received?
Oh, come on, Marco.
What's your biggest takeaway from this conversation? And what topic are you dying for us to cover next? Comment below and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And tell a friend. Together, we'll grow this channel and the Bianca movement. We'll see you next time here at the intersection of inner and outer beauty.